Hi, this is the Business Guy, and in this video, I'm going to give you some examples of 3 clients and what we did for them to protect their assets from lawsuits. I'm going to break it down step by step, go over the thinking behind what we do and the legal tools we use to protect your assets from lawsuits and remove the pain of losing everything you've worked so hard for. So imagine safeguarding your wealth in ways that make legal threats seem like mere whispers. So today, we're exploring how to protect your liquid assets like stock, bonds, and cash reserves, as well as real estate, with a focus on those with a net worth of $500,000 to $1 million or more. So we'll dive into using Cook Islands trusts and the magic of in-kind transfers to Swiss bank accounts, where your local court doesn't have the reach, land trusts and LLCs for real estate, as well as equity stripping. So stick around for stories, strategies, and a bit of humor, because finance can be fun. So subscribe if you haven't already for more financial enlightenment. I'm the CEO of Asset Protection Planners and Lawyers Limited, a law firm based in Washington, D.C., coming to you from my home in Florida. So here's example number 1, the small business owner. Sam, with a liquid net worth of $550,000, has his wealth split between his bakery and his investments. Now, the bakery is valued at $350,000, investments at $550,000 liquid, and a lawsuit could jeopardize his financial stability. So here's the solution: real estate equity stripping. We place equity stripping line of credit liens against Sam's bakery to reduce its apparent value. And this can be turned into cash that he puts into his offshore trust when the legal attacks start climbing over his castle wall. In-kind transfers. We move his stock portfolio directly into a Cook Islands trust held by a Swiss bank account. This way, Sam's investments are out of the U.S. legal reach, yet he can still benefit from the growth of his investments because the Swiss banks have some of the best money managers in the world. So they can manage his investment portfolio, or he can do it himself for that matter. He can log in and watch his money grow. And here's a fun fact: Switzerland is known for a chocolate, much like how sweet it feels when your assets are safe. Scene number 2. Okay, now let's talk about in-kind transfers, how to transfer your stock to another brokerage, an offshore one, for asset protection. And let's clarify what we mean by an in-kind transfer. First of all, no sale is needed. You move your stocks, bonds, or other securities directly to an offshore trust without selling them. And it's pretty simple. All you do is you fill out a form, and the brokerage houses do all the rest, and you'll see your Apple stock in your Charles Schwab account one day and an offshore bank the next day without ever having to sell it. And places like Switzerland offer confidentiality and protection from U.S. legal claims. And that will work when it's in the proper legal tools, such as the Cook Islands Trust, because without the trust, a judge would just order you to bring it back and there's nothing you can do. So by doing this, you maintain your investment positions while they're held in a jurisdiction and in protective tools that are beyond the reach of U.S. courts. Okay, let's talk about the real estate investor, Linda's strategy. Linda, with a liquid net worth of $1 million, has diversified her wealth. Real estate worth $1.5 million, liquid assets at $1 million, and here's the risk: legal disputes could target her cash investments. Here's a solution: property protection. We put each property into separate land trusts for privacy of ownership. And for her rental property, we make the beneficiary of each land trust a separate LLC, so the asset protection and lawsuit protection kicks in that the LLC provides. Then we use equity stripping as an extra shield on her real estate. We put equity stripping mortgages on her properties. Again, they can start as line of credit mortgages. They get pulled out and placed into our offshore trust only when the need arises. Next, the liquid assets. We do in-kind transfers. We set up a Cook Islands Trust, the most powerful asset protection tool in the world. We set up a Cook Islands LLC, and the trust, the Cook Islands Trust, owns the Cook Islands LLC. So why do we do that? Because this allows for Linda to be the initial LLC manager and the signatory on the bank account. So when the courts could order her to turn over the cash, Linda has our law firm / trustee, and they're licensed, bonded, vetted. We use trustees that have been doing this, that we've had relationships with for just about 30 years, and they've been in the business for this long, and they can step in to protect your money, since U.S. courts don't have jurisdiction over our offshore Cook Islands law firm. And I say protection from U.S. courts, but if you're from the UK, Australia, South Africa, the same applies. Linda transfers her stock and bonds directly into her Cook Islands LLC bank account in Switzerland. And of course, the Cook Islands LLC is owned by the Cook Islands Trust, ensuring they're not easily accessible to U.S. courts. So the LLC inside the trust gives Linda control when the legal waters are calm. And then it allows the trustee company law firm the ability to step in as LLC manager when the legal seas get stormy. So let's talk about the cost. The cost involves the setup of the trust and the maintenance. But for Linda, this is like buying peace of mind at a premium. So a Cook Islands trust typically runs $20,000 to $30,000 in that range. And the annual renewal is say $5,000 to $10,000 per year. If somebody's currently in litigation, that increases the cost, then increases the risk, and also increases the cost. And so this way, because Linda has this peace of mind, her assets are in the Cook Islands Trust, she can now focus on growing her portfolio and not defending it in court. It's tough when you're on a lawsuit and on one side you're trying to build your business and you're looking this way, and on the other side you're looking back over your shoulder defending yourself, answering subpoenas and going to court and answering these long interrogatories. It's a total distraction from your business and your ability to make money. So not only does a Cook Islands Trust protect your money, but it also helps you make more money because it decreases the risk of you being sued. I mean, if somebody sues you and they know they're not going to get anything, then why spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on attorneys knowing that in the end they're just going to get a mouthful of sand? So it decreases the odds of you being sued or decreases the odds of a lawsuit continuing to sap your energy and your bank account, because it shows the other side they're not going to get anything even if they do win. Okay, next let's talk about the high net worth individual, Eric's approach. Now, Eric boasts a liquid net worth of $5 million. His wealth is spread across tech investments, luxury properties, and significant cash reserves. So his risk here, he's a high profile legal or personal disputes. That's his risk. The solution: land trusts, LLCs for equity stripping, for real estate, and a Cook Islands Trust. So liquid wealth asset protection. We do a direct transfer. Eric transfers his investment portfolio in kind to a Cook Islands LLC that's owned by a Cook Islands Trust, and his money grows in Switzerland beyond the reach of the local courts. Privacy and control. He maintains a great deal of control over his investments. He can see them online. At the same time, they're legally protected. He has access to receiving wire transfers. If he wants to buy a house, he can have that money wired to buy the house in Florida, Texas, or wherever. And what does it cost? Well, it's considerable for setting up such a structure, but for Eric, it's the ultimate safeguard for his financial empire. So Eric can now innovate with the assurance that his liquid wealth is out of harm's way. So here's a statistic to ponder. According to a study by the National Federation of Independent Businesses, legal costs can be one of the top reasons small businesses fail. And speaking of Switzerland, they invented the Swiss Army knife, much like how we're equipping you with versatile asset protection tools and knowledge. So with these strategies, you could potentially shield up to 95% or even up to 100% of your liquid assets from legal threats. And that's not just a number, that's your financial future saying thank you from a safe distance. So asset protection isn't just for the ultra wealthy. It's essential for anybody with significant liquid assets or real estate. So whether you're Sam with his bakery and stocks, Linda with her real estate and investments, or Eric with his tech millions, understanding how to protect your liquid wealth through in-kind transfers to offshore trusts could be your key to financial security. And remember, the cost of protection pales in comparison to what you might lose in a lawsuit. Now, if you found this video helpful and insightful, don't forget to subscribe for more financial strategies. And if you're ready to safeguard your wealth, why wait? Secure your future today. So go ahead and click the link in the description or toward the top of our channel to visit assetprotectionplanners.com to discover how we can help you protect your liquid assets or your real estate, and check out our other videos for more smart moves and financial planning strategies. So thanks for watching. Here's to your wealth safety. Subscribe for more insights. We'll see you next time. This is The Business Guy.